Let's see here. Who do we have? Anybody on? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? I always know. Man, Jack, you're fast. I can't tell if people can hear me on here. Sounds good? Okay. Yeah, I can't tell. It's weird. I would normally use my Samsung mic that I have here, but I'm just using the mic in the computer, and seems to work fine. I listened to it the other day, and it sounded really good. I don't even know where the mic is on the computer. Honestly, I'm like looking around at it. I don't see it anywhere. It's got to be somewhere on here. Maybe it's up at the top. I don't know. It does sound good though, I think. So I put out this video on on my main channel. New hairdo. I know I got my hair cut today. That's why it's not really new. It's just got touched up by Charlene. Um, so hey Audrey, hey Mark, hey everybody, Chelsea, IBJI, everybody, Vish A, Deb, new improved, right? So I put out the video, and it's doing really badly, and it's probably doing badly because I put it out at 8 o'clock on the night before Thanksgiving. But I thought I could have a better title for it. I don't know if any of you have watched it, but um, I don't know if I don't think my thumbnail is grabbing people. Maybe, although I thought thumbnail was kind of cool with the tab in it. Um, so if anyone has checked it out, has anyone checked it out yet? Basically, doing a play by analysis of one of my improvs. I did the improv. It's from my last Instagram video, which got a lot of views. It's one of my morning improvs that I did. And I'm talking about it. Well, here I'm gonna tell you, and I know you're not gonna watch it here, but I talk about this about how I talk about my teacher McGoodrick, teacher in college, and kind of how I approach these little improvs that I do for Instagram, and one that starts out like that. I just had to learn it. So I talked about kind of how I think about when I'm going to improvise something, that I always have a is that why I'm playing so fast? Keep it under 1 minute. You have 1 minute, and you have to say everything that you need to say in 1 minute, but you also have to have a beginning and an ending to it, right? So, sometimes you play something, and sometimes I play things and they're 55 seconds long. Sometimes I play things and they're 20 seconds long, but I went and I explained the approach, the chords that I'm thinking when I'm playing that, because I play it without chords. Then I add the chords afterwards, and everything I played there was in A major. So, anyways, I'm trying to I was trying to think of a good name for the video, and I came up with how to sound modern over simple chords, straight line, improv hacks. And then the thumbnail says improv hacks, and it has me from the Instagram video with the tab underneath that you can see. So Fool people into thinking you're better than you are. That was pretty good, Aaron. I like that. You were watching it when this popped up. The title totally got my attention. Just didn't have time to watch. Maybe it's a good title. Improvise your way out of that paper bag. Modern might be interpreted different ways. That's Mickey, you're still at work? Oh, come on. It's almost 10 o'clock. Night before Thanksgiving. Maybe you don't work. Maybe you're not here. What's up, Brian? Do I plan on teaching Dylan guitar? No. How did I not sound like a jazz act? I can't use jazz in the title, Deb. That'll get less views. Swing shift West Coast. Got it. Anyway, so yes, that's why I got on here to talk about that. You know, it's I was relating it to when I studied with Mick Goodrick. Subi, I saw your that you watched it. I saw your comment, and I got on here to see if I could get a better title for it, or maybe it's just the time I put it out, and that's why it doesn't have very many views. But I thought it's a very good video. Anyways, but Audrey, you just got in after Ride Around Hunter Gathering, okay? I'm tired of the same predictable solo. Check this out. That's pretty good. Make everyone jealous with these simple tricks. Do I think that using distortion all the time is bad? You know, I haven't been using distortion in my videos lately. Just because you have to play things so much cleaner without it. And I just think it's better practice to do it. It's like that's all exposed, right? When I play it, you can hear every note. I mean, you have to really play cleanly on it. Love the raw finish. You know, Billy, my assistant Billy, told me I should put this on Instagram. The back of my neck of this guitar, about how much wear I've put on it. I bought this brand new. Look at that. Like everything totally worn off here. Looks like I play kind of all over the guitar. Anyways, maybe the video will do better. And you know, my hands don't sweat at all. That's not from sweat. Let's see here. You notice I haven't done a What Makes This Song Great video in a long time. But I will be doing some more What Makes This Song Great videos. Why haven't I been doing any? Really just because of the ear training course, trying to get that done. So for those of you that have the ear training course, we've actually are adding even more features. We've been adding them every day, pushing new versions of the program. I put an ad up on my Instagram today, and anyways, so that's really what I've been focusing on. But I'll get back to my regular video programming here pretty soon. I'm kind of liking playing the guitar up like this. It's weird because I can play things a lot easier. I realized. I don't know why. It's very strange. I've never played like this other than that one video. All those things are so easy to play with it. My hand is really relaxed here. You know, it's the correct classical way of holding the guitar. It's so high up. It's traditional flamenco style. Interesting. It is was sweeping common in the 70s? No. Nobody swept. Nobody ever swept. That's why it's not in my playing, really. I mean, I can sweep some stuff. But I never really practiced it, ever. But Chet Atkins swept, but they didn't sweep that much, though, really. That's pretty much what people would do sweeping-wise. When I started sweeping things like that, and I realized that's nothing you could never alternate pick that. Never could you ever pick that, you know, but I find it can sound, I think I can sweep and make it sound pretty smooth. I think a lot of times people sweep and it sounds really plinky, which I don't like. What's the difference between a sweep and an arpeggio? Well, sweeping is just what you do with this hand. If I play an arpeggio, right, and I alternate pick versus a sweep. So anyways, that's kind of the difference between arpeggio and a sweep. Break out the strap for Jimmy's birthday later. That's, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Arpeggios do not have to be swept. That's very true, Ray. So I don't know. I have to kind of, if I'm going to play this, I'd have to practice this way. I've never really, other than that one video. But I can play really cleanly like this. And doing fourths and stuff, so easy, so relaxed. My this hand. Hey Rick, would a 1073 clone be a good investment for someone who has a Focusrite, needs more, put some more sauce on a variety of things? Hey Rob, what's up? Yes, if it's a good clone. The thing about it is that the 1073s, the really thing about the 1073 mic pre, I'm talking about Neve mic pre's, it's the EQ that is so good on them. And it's not just the mic pre. Because the mic pre was used, that mic pre is in the 1084. I think the same mic pre is in the 1066. Garrett, you got the ear training course. Awesome. You wonder if an accuracy meter could be added to the practice mode. Write Aaron and ask him. I'm sure it can. Yeah, I'm sure it can. I mean, anything can be added. I'm trying to play these different... See, that's kind of weird to play that. I can do that. It's weird. Now I've been playing like this for the last few minutes. It's weird to play that normally. Anyways, what makes those Neves so expensive? Ryan asks. The Neves are expensive because they're all hand built and they have a lot of hand soldered parts inside. When you open them up, they have all these cards, and they're really involved inside. The switches are incredibly expensive. The transformers are expensive. I mean, honestly, the BAE are the best ones, I think. The British Audio Engineering. I have a bunch of those, and I have some Neves too, but I really like them a lot. Tom, the only way you can play is with a guitar up that high. I do all those wrong chords, right? Exactly. Yeah, BAE are great. The Transformers are hand built. They're made by Carnhill, but let's see here. UAD Solo 610 Fine Pre. Those are really good pre's. Totally agree with that. Is it my opinion to play with a closed or open palm? That is a great question. I always played with a closed palm. I don't know why. My first guitar teacher, Tom Rizzo, always played with a closed palm. And he just said that you need to just stay relaxed. Yeah, so that's it. That's why I always play with a closed palm. And it's also if you wanna finger pick your hands, just naturally like that. And I would always do things. I would just always keep my hand like that if I was finger picking, or if I was, using hybrid picking or whatever. I always stay in the same position. Jerry, 2 16-gauge strings for less string noise, D and G strings. Interesting. You can certify the Sheps 1073 emulation for those who don't have the major cache. What's up, Chris? Trey, what level of the Beato Club should you join to get helps with questions? If you have questions on the Beato book, just email me. I mean, it depends on what question is. What questions you have. Let's see here. Notice that you let yourself develop some bad habits while practicing posture. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the guitar. That's really that's the thing. What do I think of the warm audio stuff? I don't know that much about it. What's up, Dean? I'm not sure about warm audio, guys. Sorry about that. I'm familiar with it. I've seen it. I've just never used it. And somebody yesterday had that. I'm trying to think of who had warm audio. Somebody had warm audio in a. Was I in a studio yesterday? Where was it? I can't remember. Somebody had a warm audio piece of gear, and I didn't find out anything about it. So there you go. I'll find out more about it though. Have I heard of Soundcraft Signature Series mixers? I know Soundcraft mixers. I'm not sure what the Signature Series is. I've had a Soundcraft before. Ray, you wish you'd learned to play closed palm. Even though I play fingerstyle, I've never been able to do the hybrid picking things because I learned open palm. Yeah, I found that open palm, people that played open palm would have a lot of tension in their hand a lot of times. What gauge strings do I play? Michael asked. On this guitar, it's 8s. On some of my guitars, I have 13s. I know it's kind of weird because not many people will go from 8s to 13s. So that I don't know why I play 8s because everybody back in the day played 8s. Closed palm is this. Open palm is this. Right hand. Closed palm. Yes, Eli, I use 8s on this. These are 8s. I think they sound great. Yeah, I think that they sound really good. I think it's just the guitar just plays incredibly well. Um, 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 8s are decent for non-string benders. 8s are pretty much what everybody played. Everyone when I was growing up played 8s. Jimmy Page. That's why they could do the third bends and stuff like that. It's very easy to do bends like that. No point fighting higher gauge strings. Yes. Custom built computers are off the shelf. You know, I have a custom built computer here that is over in the corner, my Hackintosh, which I've gone away from. And I'm not sure why I've gone away from it. Just because I didn't have time to deal with it again. And one of the things is that the custom built Hackintoshes, they don't render videos as quickly because they don't take advantage of the cores that are like I could render a video way faster in 4K on my laptop than I could on the Hackintosh because it doesn't take advantage of the cores in here. So Aaron asks, what am I using now if I'm not using... I'm using a MacBook, an iMac Pro, really fast one. The iMac Pro is... I got the one with the fastest graphics card because... because when you do 4K video, it's blurry all the time. And when I first got the computer, it wasn't blurry. And now it's blurry again. I don't know why. If you didn't get the link for the Beato book 3.0 and you've bought one in the past, just send me the thing. I'll send you the link. Just do it to my Gmail, rickbeato1@gmail. But I made an Apple machine out of individual parts. Yes. Well, I didn't make it. Actually, Aaron made it. He built the Hackintosh. And it was like $1,000 worth of parts. 4.7 gigahertz processor. You know, I mean, the fastest graphics card at the time. This is almost 3 years ago now, that Hackintosh is. And it's 10 feet from me right now. Billy's using it. And it's super fast. But this is a million times faster. My iMac Pro. Way faster. So I wish this, I still don't know why it's not rendering the stuff on playback in 4K. I think that the videos are just so huge. One of my videos was 300 or 400 gigs. That is a massive amount of data to be streaming, to be going through into the computer there. I mean, it's just insane. Anyways, why go 4K when most won't see it in 4K? I'll tell you why. Because as soon as my first video that was 4K, I've said this before here, was the top 20 acoustic intros of all time, which is 5.4 million, I think now. So as soon as I went with 4K for my videos, all of a sudden YouTube just kicked my channel into high gear. And I had started getting viral video after viral video. So there you go. 4K gets priority, exactly. Colby says, should I get a 4-year degree for music production or just drop out and start a studio? I don't know. I can't answer that. You can't make blanket statements about stuff like that. But at least I'll say that I can't make. I mean, I can say definitive things about a lot of things, but so there you go. Larry Carlton closed palm, Robin Ford open palm. Robin Ford has a really weird technique though, using his pinky and everything all the time on bends. So, you know, he has a very unusual technique. Tom, thank you very much. Yeah, my videos, since I started doing 4K, they just look so much better. They really, really look better. I actually have a new amplifier that I got the other day that I'm going to feature in a video coming up. I got a Park 1980 Park amp. I'm getting these things that just don't exist anymore. This video is not 4K, but this computer has a great camera on it, as you can tell. Great camera, great microphone. So that's why I think it looks clear, right, to everyone? I've had the solid green light the whole time. Yeah, so I have a new Park 100 watt head, 50 watt from 1980. Last year they did it. Does your ear-training course give you the ability to accurately hear music when mixing? Well, that's kind of they're kind of related. They are kind of related. What characterizes the Park sound? The Park is like a slightly higher gained JMP. They're just better sounding. If you have a good one, they're just amazing sounding. They're better than any of the JMPs, and they had higher gain, and they were made in the Gibson factory. So there you go. Matt asks if anchoring on the guitar with your pinky is bad. Well, typically when people anchor on the top of the guitar, he's talking about this, picking like that. Typically you have a lot of tension in your hand when doing that. So it's probably not good. So yeah, I would say it's not good. Usually people have a lot of tension from that. So, but you know, some people just play like that. Do I play a lot of fingerstyle? I used to play a lot of fingerstyle. If you get recognized as a live sound engineer, then things aren't usually going right. That's right. That's right. You don't want to be recognized. I think Mark Knopfler does anchor and uses pinky. I mean, there's exceptions to everything. It really depends on the musculature of your hand and everything. And there's so many elements to it. All right, I need to go here. I'm tired. You guys are awesome. I'm not going to change my title. I'm going to leave it like it is. But watch my new video on. Thank you, Deb. Watch my new video that I just put out before this. Go over right now and watch it. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. You guys are the best. Eat a lot tomorrow. See ya.